Tennessee, it's the Toby Show Show, starring Toby T. Taylor. Tonight's guests, Bryce Kelley, Makayla Blackstock, Hannah Mills, and Mayor Tim David Bowes. Now welcome to the stage a man who started with nothing and still has most of it, Toby T. Taylor.
I can't breathe. I feel like Trump on the Truman balcony.
Gasping for breath?
Yeah, I can't breathe. How am I doing this? Am I doing it? Is this, which side? I don't know. Are you supposed to put that inside?
Yes,
oh,
inside.
Okay. Well, that's probably it. Hey, does that mean I get steroids now since I can't breathe? Oh boy, well, welcome to episode 3 of the Toby Show Show. You know, this pandemic has been going on for what seems like forever.
Yes.
And you know, I ain't got nothing to do. Never got nothing to do. Bored. And you know, I always said that the reason my house was dirty because I'm too busy to clean it up.
I know exactly what you mean.
Turns out that wasn't the reason. Nope, I'm just lazy. Oh, me. Oh, but, you know, I told Posey, because we haven't been able to do anywhere, go on vacation. I told her, as soon as this thing is over, we'll go wherever you want. And she said, well, where do you want to go? And I said, well, I don't know. So I pulled out a map and gave her a dart, and I said, wherever you hit on that map, that's where we'll go once this is over. Yeah.
Awesome.
Turns out we're spending 2 weeks behind the refrigerator.
Well, it won't cost you much.
Yeah. And maybe I can get her to clean up back there while we're there. Yeah. Oh, this is big news. I just heard today. You know, they've been saying that dogs and cats could get the coronavirus. Mm-hmm. Well, the World Health Organization just said today that dogs cannot get the coronavirus. That's so good. All those dogs that have been on quarantine, you let them free. Cool. So now we know who let the dogs out. That's enough jokes. Play some traveling music, Mark. Well, that was pretty good. Pretty good music.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're getting better. Oh, boy. We had another debate this week. Had another debate, vice presidential debate.
That's right.
Did you see that fly? I ain't got no flies on me, do I?
I don't see any from here, no.
Oh, boy, it's going to be a heck of an election this year, ain't it? You know, it used to be that you could joke about politics, and I don't feel real comfortable doing that right now.
No, not at all.
I think that may be over.
Yeah.
No more joking about politics. But we got a big show for us tonight anyway. Who we got?
We've got Bryce Kelley, Makayla Blackstock, Hannah Mills.
Yeah. And do you know? Oh, yeah, who else?
Mayor Tim David Bowes.
Oh, yeah, because we couldn't get him on last
right.
week, but we got him back tonight.
Mm-hmm. He's waiting in the green room.
Yeah. But the first three, do you know what they have in common?
They were all in the Toby Show.
Yes. Well, there's one other thing they have in common.
Yes, I do know.
They're all Bethel students, either graduated or they're going there. Well, Bryce is a sophomore, I guess. Makayla is a senior. And Hannah has graduated from Bethel. 3 of our kids have all gone to Bethel and gotten an education. They've got a heck of a theater program out there at Bethel.
Yes, they do. They
do.
Now,
of course, you know, I owe my allegiance to UT Martin Parsons Center. But Bethel's a pretty good school, and I think they all got scholarships. Go there.
Yes,
too,
they did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how about it? The art's producing something after all. Well, I'm so excited to catch up with our kids. Boy, we've been blessed. We've had some great kids come through the program.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, and these are 3 of them.
Miss them all.
Huh?
We miss them all.
Oh, gosh, yes. Absolutely. Well, we got a big show, so I don't guess we need to waste it chattering on up here. We'll play some of those ads. Still haven't gotten any complaints on the ads. Have you heard anything?
No, I haven't.
You haven't?
Well, no, I do take that back. I did get one text the other night from a viewer of ours that said she loved the ads.
Oh, really?
Especially the First Baptist one. Said she laughed out loud. She said she guessed she was just as warped as we were.
The ads are fun. When we get done with all this, we'll put all the ads in a video and put them on YouTube. But we get get a kick out of them. Well, anyway, without further delay, we got a big show. We'll get right to it. Don't you go nowhere. We'll be right back with Bryce Kelley.
Tennessee Arts Commission. Tennessee Arts Commission. Tennessee Arts Commission.
We have another special treat for you right now. Coming to the stage is a young man who we were lucky enough to find and get him in one of our Toby shows before he went off to college. Don't tell anybody, but he's from Henderson County. Put your hands together for Mr. Bryce Kelley!
Howdy.
He's a shy one, as you can tell. How are you, Bryce?
Doing good.
Now, Bryce, you just drove in from McKenzie?
Yes, I did. McKenzie, Bethel University is the college name. There for theater major and English minor, so if the theater doesn't work out, I can be an English teacher or a writer or write plays if I wanted to.
Well, there you go. Now, you're in your third semester there?
Second.
Second semester.
Oh, no, wait. Semester, yeah, third. I'm in my second year.
You just started your second year.
Yes.
How are you enjoying it?
Very fun. A lot of great people there.
Oh, man, theater people are great, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. They're also extremely weird, so I found my people.
Well, now, you found your people when you walked into this theater
Oh, yeah.
a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I remember that. I will never forget that day.
When I first walked into those doors for that summer camp, I was so nervous.
Yeah.
I'm an introvert, so like when I first walked,
Yeah, obviously he's an introvert. Yeah.
when I first walked in, I'm like, I don't know these people. I've never acted a day in my life. And we started. I had the most fun I've ever had.
Yeah. Just during the audition.
Just during the audition, it was incredible. I left going, why was I ever scared of this? It's so much fun.
Yeah. What do you love about it?
Well, I love just acting. I love just being someone I'm not for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And also finding my own flair in the acting. I love meeting the people, of course, and I love just getting a laugh from people. I love doing something and the audience reacting to that.
Yeah.
And I remember dressing up as the mom for one of those plays. And everyone, because we're in Backwaterville, everyone just gasped, clutch my pearls like, well, didn't mean to cover the mic there, but clutch my pearls like, oh no. And my mom died during that.
So what classes have you taken so far, theater classes?
Right now I'm in acting 101, which, obviously I need. Other than that, I haven't really taken any acting classes. I'm trying to get my primary stuff out of the way first. So in my later years, I'll just do nothing but what I want.
Yeah, and you haven't been in classes long right now, but what kind of stuff are you doing in acting one?
Right now, we're working on improv mostly, which I love so much.
Like what kind of improv?
First, we did like basic movements. We did an improv game, freeze tag.
Yeah.
Have you heard of it?
Yes.
I know there's like 1,000 different versions of every improv game, but basically one person's doing a motion, doing an action, they say stop, someone else comes on, and they have to see what freeze frame they're doing, and then begin a new scene, completely different.
Oh, so much fun, man. I love that stuff.
I love it.
Yeah. As you said...
Are we live?
Huh?
Are we live?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are live. As you said, though, the theater people are the most fun people.
Oh, they're incredible.
Yeah.
Like, again, it's incredibly weird. If you are not a theater person, you will not get along with theater people real well.
No, I don't.
Because
I
we just
disagree.
randomly break out into
You
song
might be
and
taken
dance.
aback, but I think they're very entertaining to be around.
Oh yeah, I thought I would never meet someone else who just randomly in the middle of the hall just randomly go, "I'm coming out," like just, or someone who would join me when I did that.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of musical theater kids up there,
Oh
right?
yeah, a lot.
I
I say it's one of the best ones around here for musical theater.
we brag on it time and time
Yes,
again, but we
yes.
went and saw In the Heights there.
Yes.
And it was just fantastic there a couple years. Did you see that one?
No, but I did see recordings of it, which seeing a play in a recording is never as magical, but it was still incredible.
Oh man, we snuck into the front row.
Nice.
And it was fantastic.
I went to go see The Little Mermaid though. I went to basically audition the year before I started college there.
Oh, yeah.
And they liked me, and they gave me free tickets for me and my mom to go see The Little Mermaid.
How was it?
And it was beautiful. Oh, the movements were incredible. Ursula, I can't remember who played her, but she was fantastic.
Yeah. Well, it's been a while since I've been in college, so maybe all the college theater programs are like that now. But just the set, the detail on the set, the costumes, the size of the cast for In the Heights was just incredible. And they were so, every single one of them was so into it. And I swear the two leads, you could have plucked them right out of that show and dropped them right on the middle of a Broadway stage and no one would have known.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's basically Broadway with a lower budget, is
Yes.
what it feels like. We did Bonnie and Clyde. I was a part of that, and it was so much fun.
Yes, how'd that go?
It went wonderfully. It could have been better. Like I said, it felt like lower budget Broadway.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. The acting was incredible. The two main leads who played Bonnie and Clyde actually did get together afterwards.
Oh, they hooked up?
Yeah.
Showmance?
Showmance.
Yeah. And the showmances are the best.
Because you never know how they're going to work out.
Oh, no, you always know exactly how it's going to work out badly.
Very badly.
Still fun. Now, we did the House on Haunted Hill together. You were in that with us.
Who is it? Show yourself.
Pardon me, have we met?
Sure, it's me, Toby. Oh, how you doing?
If you don't mind, I'm a bit of a germaphobe. Thanks. I prefer a solid fist bump for a greeting. Fewer germs exchanged that way. Do you have any hand sanitizer? My throat's already feeling a bit scratchy.
My goodness, you ain't frank at all. What are your recollections of that show?
I remember that painting very well.
Oh, yes,
that was
yes.
extremely well done.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
I'm like a pseudo artist. Like I'm not good at it at all, but I gush over any sort of art, and that is impressive.
You're too kind.
One of my favorite memories was at the end, the spit take show, basically.
Yes.
And the fact that if we tried to do that now, we might get, like, rated.
Right? Right? Yes. It was wrong on every level, especially in a pandemic.
Absolutely. But it was so much fun.
Oh, yeah. The crowd loves
I
it.
didn't even care if I was just the refill boy. Like, that was, I ran with that job.
Yes. Go ahead.
Tell him about the first year we did that.
Oh, the first year we did that, I think it was Broke with the Wind. Yeah, it was Broke with the Wind. So anyway, it was during Broke with the Wind, and we always wait. Well, when we're doing the Toby Show, especially if it's a 3-act show, we spend most of our time and energy on the 3-act show. The vaudeville stuff, the specialties we do at the end, we just kind of throw that together at the end, and
For a
hopefully
little
it turns out
fun,
good.
like,
Yeah. Well, we had gotten to that point during that show, and doing the Cotton Blossom really didn't appeal to me. So I said to the guys one night after rehearsal, I said, how would y'all feel about spitting all over each other? and everybody went, well, okay.
that pitch meeting went better than expected.
No. And I remember, man, and that year especially, but a year since, man, people just falling over out of their chairs, doubled over laughing. It's the easiest thing, stupidest thing. Just stand there.
Spit on each other impressively.
In different ways. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, man.
And again, you may never be able to do that again.
We may never, sincerely, never, ever be able to do that again.
We'll always have the memories and the recordings.
Unless we do it in a hazmat
And the stains.
suit. If you do it in a hazmat suit, it's not nearly as funny, though.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Plus, there's no threatening to spit on the audience.
You have ruined my day, Bryce. Now, I never thought of it. maybe I'll never be able to spit on Dottie again. Dottie was the worst. She
That
never
was
could
the
keep-
best thing is when they get tickled and lose their water on stage. Out of their mouth, of course.
was a lot
They
of
lose their water that way.
But I remember your monster in that, you know.
Oh,
it was,
I love
he was
Junior.
such a layered character. He was such an onion.
Yeah.
There were so many levels to the monster there.
It was
tell
my
us about
first-
that monster.
It was my first ever layered character. Like I said, the only acting I've ever done was with you guys, so my characters were pretty basic
Right.
for 5-minute plays and such.
Right.
Now, the monster was the only one that had like multiple layers of emotion. I don't think I did as much justice as I could have to him.
You were
but
so green. I thought you were fantastic,
Yes.
my friend.
Thank you.
And you gave me exactly what I wanted out of that monster. I mean, everything I asked you to do, you did.
I appreciate
And
that.
it was not, you know, it would be easy. What would be easy for a young actor to do is go overboard with it. And you didn't. It was your choices
I
you
wasn't
made
too
were
shy,
subtle.
or nerdy.
The choices you made were subtle and believable and appropriate for the stage. I thought it was just spot on.
Well,
It was
thank you.
fantastic.
I did find out that my parents did not think I had any sort of musical talent whatsoever. When the first time I sung on that stage, both of them told me, they were looking at each other in the audience like, did you know he could sing at all? Nope.
All of me, why not take all of me? Can't you see that I'm no good without you? Take my lips, I'll never use them. Take my arms, I want to lose them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. Tell me, how can I go on without you? You took the part that once was my heart, so why not take all of me? So why not take all of me?
All of me.
All of me, yes. And then she sang, I only have eyes for you.
Yeah.
For you. But that's still one of my favorite memories from Toby Show is her taking off that thing and looking in the mirror and looking at you.
Oh, Junior, we need to talk.
But you said
It's not me, Junior. It's you.
And the ending that everybody out there expected to happen didn't happen.
Yeah.
And the audience, I love catching an audience off guard and getting their reaction.
I loved
And that
working
was
with
perfect.
Grace. She
You
was
were
super fun.
heartbreaking. You were heartbreaking when she said that. It's not me, it's you. And then, I remember watching that and being on stage and just tears running down my face. And it just would catch those Toby audiences.
Because they're here for a funny time. They don't expect any sort of emotion.
No.
Even when it was a little bit over the top, it was still emotional.
Oh gosh, it was awesome. It was everything I hoped
It
it
was
could be.
so much fun. Oh, I loved that show.
That was a good show. It started out with David Taylor's floating head, his disembodied floating head. How could it not be fantastic?
Incredible. And I got free hot dogs. So
Free hot dogs, yes. Yes.
don't tell the audience that.
Yeah, if you hang out after, you get some free hot dogs. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about? You probably had ideas of what we would talk about when we got here. What do you think?
Honestly,
we'll
not a clue. I
clue?
was just come here like, well, time to wing it.
talk- Ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back with Bryce Kelley and more of this fun talk. Don't you go nowhere.
Very fun.
All right, no, we're not going yet.
I'm just moving position.
Don't you go nowhere. It's J. Mark Smith, Body Shop and Wreckers. Don't play chess, it's better to play checkers. Don't mess around with no home wreckers or you'll have to call J. Mark Smith, Body Shop and Wreckers. We got lots of names.
I'm ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with Bryce Kelley. He's going to share his incredible talent with us tonight. Tell us what is that incredible talent?
Balloon animal making.
Balloon animal making with Bryce Kelley. Let's do it.
All right, so first we're gonna start with something simple. And bam, just like that, fish. All right, now we're gonna go for a little more traditional. This is the simple, but always popular giraffe.
Oh my goodness.
I can get along. Oh, well. You didn't see that part.
Half a giraffe.
There you go. The giraffe. Now, finally, one I have actually never done before. It's called the flower.
Called the flower.
Let's see here. Hey, that actually worked. That's good. Yeah.
All right, everybody, put your hands together for Mr. Bryce Kelley. Bryce. Thank you for joining us, Bryce. Thank you for being a part of the Toby family. Thank you for breaking our palm.
No problem.
I'm so glad, Bryce, that you have found your calling. And I have nothing but the best wishes for you. And I have faith in you. You can do this.
Thank you, thank you.
And thank you for being here. Thank you for being our friend. And don't you go nowhere, because we'll be right back with more of the Toby Show Show. Woohoo! Oh, man. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to bring to the stage right now a Toby Show veteran of 3 shows. Mm-hmm. And, oh, well, thank you, disembodied voice from heaven. And she's currently a senior at Bethel University. Y'all, please put your hands together and put the hands together of the person sitting next to you for Makayla Blackstock. Come on in, Makayla. Hey, Makayla.
Hey.
Wave to the crowd. They love you. How are you, dear?
I'm good. How are you, Toby?
I'm so good. I'm so glad to have you here.
It's good to be here.
Now, you look fantastic.
Thank you so
You have been working
much.
hard, haven't you?
I have,
What have
yes.
you been doing?
I have been doing live fitness here in Parsons.
Life Fitness?
Yes.
Oh, I've heard a lot about Life Fitness. Well, tell me about them.
It's like a CrossFit workout.
Uh-huh.
You do it on your own time, at your own pace,
Yeah.
and they're really good at welcoming and helping you with your weight loss journey.
That's awesome. I've seen a lot of people on Facebook talking about and posting pictures.
Yes.
Well, I'm so happy for you, proud
Oh,
of
thank
you.
you.
Do you feel good?
I feel great.
Energetic?
I do, yes.
Confident?
Very confident.
There you go. That's what matters. Now, tell me, I think I said it in the introduction, but you're a senior at Bethel now.
I am a senior at Bethel.
Goodness gracious, how is that possible?
Good question.
It just seems like a couple years ago you were doing shows with us.
Yes, it seems forever ago.
Now, what shows were you in?
I was in Frank and Toby,
Uh-huh.
The Good, the Bad, and the Toby,
Uh-huh.
and Star Wars Episode 88, A Toby Show.
Oh, now that was a good string of shows
That
right
was
there.
a good
Must be a dead body.
Stop it, Tom! I'm not a little girl anymore. You can't scare me with your ghost stories. Stop it!
Come on, pick up your end.
And why do we have to put it in the closet anyway?
Because we were told to. Just do it.
show.
Frank and Toby, I think many consider to be our best Toby show, and I think the fans really enjoyed it. So you had quite the impressive run with us there for that 3 years.
Yeah.
So Star Wars was your senior year in high school.
It was my senior year of high school.
And after that, you went to Bethel.
Mm-hmm.
And here lately, you've been doing a lot of acting there at Bethel.
I
too.
have been, yes.
Tell me what shows you've done there.
I have been in Crimes of the Heart, where I played Lenny, the oldest sister.
Okay.
I was in These Shining Lives, where I played Charlotte.
Uh-huh.
And then this semester, we're doing monologues because of the pandemic. But next semester, I will be playing Glory and the waitress in Almost Maine.
Almost Maine. I love that show.
It's a really good show.
That is a great show. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
Now, Crimes of the Heart, is that Shepherd?
No.
No, Beth Henley.
Yes, Beth Henley.
Yes. That's a gritty show,
It's a
isn't it?
really gritty show.
Yeah?
Yes.
Was it hard to go to those dramatic places, or?
It was a little hard because I'm used to doing comedy, but I really enjoyed the difference and just going there.
Yeah. You enjoyed doing the dramatic stuff.
I did.
Yeah. Was that your first chance to dive into that, or?
No, These Shining Lives also was very dramatic because you're dealing with life and death situations and lawsuits and.
Okay, so
Yes.
that was about These Shining Lives we were talking earlier.
Yes.
That was about the suffrage, wasn't it?
Yes,
you
it
one of them
was.
suffragettes?
I was one of the suffragettes.
You was a suffragette.
I was a suffragette.
Yeah, what kind of fuel do you run on? Those suffragettes, they're fast, ain't they?
Yeah, they are.
I knew I'd get a sound effect for that. So you've had a wide variety of types of roles there.
I have, yes.
And are you a theater major?
I am a theater major, yes.
Okay, and tell me, so you've taken like all the classes too. Have there been some challenging classes you've taken?
Yes, there has been. Of course, the acting classes I really enjoy, but the most difficult one was directing because I had to direct in a pandemic with Barbie dolls.
Oh my goodness. That was this past fall?
Yes, this past spring.
Yeah.
And I couldn't really decide how I wanted to do it because we were supposed to have real actors, but that didn't happen, but I made it work.
Yeah. Good. How did you do it?
I used, like I said, Barbie dolls.
Oh,
And
Barbie dolls.
Barbie dolls. And I had them set up how the scene was, I wanted the scene to set up. And I took pictures and I made like a little storybook slideshow.
Oh,
Showing all the
cool.
different movements and scenes and everything.
Nice. That's very creative. We're all going to have to find creative ways to do theater for the time being, aren't we?
We are.
Yeah. Now, I remember you from the middle school theater program.
Yes, I was a part of that.
What show was it? I remember they asked me to come in and help with one of those shows. And it was late in the process, and it's really hard to bring somebody in late in the process and get them to listen to you. I remember that very, very explicitly. But I remember you. Míos Dios. But I remember you specifically because I remember I gave you direction and you soaked it up like a sponge. Have you kept that curiosity, that
I have,
willingness?
yes.
Yeah.
I have.
That's an important part of being an actor, is it not?
Yes, it's very important to be able to take direction and give it to the director.
Yeah, what are some of your favorite Toby Show moments?
Definitely in Frank and Toby being it my first year. I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but
Right.
I really did enjoy it. My favorite part was when you directed me on trusting Clayton when I was passing out on Clayton.
God!
You're on your own.
We're dead. Act like you're dead.
Give her a minute and she won't have to act.
There's act you're supposed to play dead. It may be your only chance.
Who cares?
Frank! No! Hey, Frank! Ah. Put her down! Put her down! Good, Frank.
But really, I did enjoy Frank and Toby. And then my senior year, it was really emotional because, my grandfather passed away that year.
Yes.
And just being a part of this family really helped me through that time. So that's also a favorite memory, was just being together as a family on stage.
Well, how lovely. That's so sweet. Yeah, I remember that. Like I said, that was a good run of shows. Did your character kill somebody in The Good, the Bad, and the Toby?
Yes, I killed Buck.
Buck! What did you do? What are you talking about?
How much did you hear?
I heard her say she wants you to go, get off her ranch. Why does she want you to get off this place?
Because she's sore. She's sore at me.
For what reason is she sore?
Because she wanted me to leave you and marry her. She got all hooked up because I said I wouldn't do it.
She tried to make you leave me for her?
Yeah. She's always after me. Trying to make me ride bareback. She keeps coaxing me all the time.
I'll fix her. She can coax no other man.
And what would you do?
I'll put this in her pretty back. I see her now in the hallway.
Now wait just a minute. Wait till you find her out somewhere.
No, I can get her now.
You better give that to me so you can cool off a little.
Give back my knife. Give it to me.
I'll give it to you later.
You have prayed for her? You love her?
No, I don't. I love you. You know that.
Give me knife.
Well, you gotta promise not to do nothing around here. Now, wait till you find her out somewhere where there ain't nobody around.
I promise. I'll wait. Give.
I'll give it to you later. Now, go on home.
Where do you go now?
I gotta go over to the bunkhouse and pack up my stuff.
I will go. I will see you by Big Rock. You can live in my teepee until you get another job.
Sure. Now, Moose.
I will go. I will meet you by Big Rock.
You're a murderer.
I was a murderer.
So you already knew how to do drama.
Yes, I did.
Because you were a Native American murderer.
I was.
And The Good, the Bad, and the Toby.
A very pale one.
Yes. So you just finished a show there at Bethel too, didn't you?
I did, yes.
Well, tell me about that. What was it?
So we performed different monologues that the director wanted to push different acting techniques onto us.
Uh-huh.
And I had to play two different characters back to back.
Yeah.
One was like a comedy, and the other one was like really dark and like a woman stepping up for herself.
Yeah.
So it was
Back
really
to back? Like
back
you
to
turn
back.
around and then you do another monologue?
Not that back.
Okay.
To back. I had like a 10-minute break.
Okay, good. But
And
that's still challenging to
It's
embody
very
two
challenging.
completely different people in that short amount of time.
yes.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was going to be able to do it, but I was like, you know what? You can do this.
That's
Just
right.
take a breather and you'll be fine.
And you were able to gather an audience safely for that?
Yes, we were.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you had any confirmed cases?
Not yet. let's hope we don't.
But how did you distance them?
We there's two different sections of seats.
Uh-huh.
And there's like one or two rows blocked off completely between each section.
Uh-huh.
And then you have 6 feet of chairs between each person.
Right.
So they were safely distanced, and they were wearing face shields and masks and whatever they could to keep themselves safe.
Fantastic. Awesome. So, well, I'm glad it went well.
Me too.
Yes. How exciting for you. And this your last semester?
No.
No, you have next semester
I
too.
have next semester.
And you're going to do Almost Maine then.
Yes.
So that'll give you an impressive resume coming out of college.
Yes,
The
hopefully.
variety of shows that you've done and characters.
Yes.
That's fantastic. I'm so proud for you.
Thank you so much.
Now, I understand you've got a talent you're going to share with us here in a little bit.
Yes.
So tell us what you're going to do.
I am going to be performing one of my monologues from the show that we just did.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You're the only one doing a monologue.
Oh, wow. No pressure.
That's awesome. Don't you go nowhere. We'll be right back with some talent from Makayla Blackstock. Stay where you are.
Okay.
Because we got to do some special effects. Call Decatur County Insurance before you run off the road. Look out! Look out! No stress. All right. Welcome back, everybody. And now, thank you. As I teased before our break, we have got Makayla Blackstock here, and she is going to do a fantastic monologue for you that she did at Bethel here just not too long ago. So everybody, please enjoy Makayla Blackstock.
Look, you're a great guy, really. You're sweet and generous and thoughtful. And you're driving me absolutely crazy. You're just too nice, Andy. I can't take it. You agree with everything I say. You always want to do whatever I want to do. You tell me constantly how great I am. It's awful. I want to fight sometimes. I want you to tell me I'm wrong when I know I'm right. I want you to ditch me for the guy so I can complain to my friends about what a selfish jerk you are, and then forgive you and feel good about it. I'm so bored, Andy. Remember a few weeks ago when you decided you wanted to celebrate our 5-month anniversary by reading me poetry for an hour? I hated you for it. I felt like I was going to puke the whole time. Seriously, it made me physically nauseous. I just don't deserve you. That's it. I'm sure there are girls out there who like being smothered. I'm just not one of them. That's all. It also doesn't help that I think I could probably beat you up. But you can't help that. Some guys just have weaker frames than others. I've said too much, so I'm going to go. But listen, do me one favor, okay? Please don't take this personally. Thank you.
That was so good.
Thank you.
That was so good. You put a lot of work into that.
Yes.
So that was the dramatic one, obviously. No, I'm just kidding. That was the comedic
No, it was not.
one. Oh, well, you did so good. I know those people that came and saw it got a treat out of that.
Yes, they loved it.
You have really learned a lot in your education there at Bethel. You know, I've seen a couple of shows there. I know Mark has. That is a fantastic program they got going on.
It's a really good program.
I'm so glad you're a part of it, and I can tell the growth you've undergone there as an actor and as a person. You've matured into a lovely young lady. I'm so proud of you, dear. I'm so happy to have you as part of the Toby Show family, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this.
Oh, thank you, Toby.
Thank you, dear. So, listen, y'all, don't you go nowhere. We'll be right back with more of the Toby Show Show. That was so good.
Thank you.
So proud of you.
Thank you.
So the other one is a lot more than that. Decatur County Bank, not Henderson County Bank, not Hardin County Bank, not Perry County Bank, Decatur County Bank. We'll give you the time and temp. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so thrilled to present our next guest to you. She is a veteran of many of our Toby shows, and it was a golden era of Toby shows for me. She was fantastic, and so glad to have her. Put your hands together for Hannah Mills. Look, they're so appreciative, Hannah. How are you, dear?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm fantastic. I'm so glad to see you.
I'm so glad to see you. It feels like it's been a lifetime, I
It
swear.
has been, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I haven't seen you since In the Heights. I saw you at In the Heights at Bethel.
That's right.
What a fantastic show that was.
Thank you.
I thought that was incredible.
I'll tell you, it was probably my most memorable and most enjoyable show that I did during my time at Bethel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you finished the program now, right?
Yeah, I graduated in December. I got my my English degree with a Spanish minor. So
English with a Spanish minor?
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. Bilingual.
Oh, yeah.
You're ready for them immigrants to come over the wall then, ain't you?
Oh, yeah. See?
Well, I'm so proud of you.
Well, thank you.
That's a big deal, finishing.
Yeah, I didn't think I would see it happen, but, I pushed through and I walked across the stage, got my diploma, and I said, bye, y'all. I'll see y'all later. So.
Well, I'm so proud of you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
But do you miss college already?
Certain aspects, yes, I do. It feels very strange hearing all of my, friends talk about having papers due and talk about, learning new choreography and stuff like that. And I sit back and I'm like, well, man, the most exciting thing in my day is, serving drinks at Sonic. So, but yeah, I definitely don't miss having deadlines and of course going to class and things like that, but I do miss my friends and I do miss getting to see everybody and getting to group together and work on projects and stuff like that. But it is what it is.
Now when I was in school, I remember pulling all-nighters because I was a procrastinator and trying to make deals with God. God, you will just let me stay awake and finish this paper. Did you do that?
Oh yeah, for sure. No, I actually kept a full workload with both school and work because I did both. I would work 6 to midnight shifts at Sonic, and as soon as I got done there, I would rush back and start working on homework, papers, and the next thing I know, the sun would be coming up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what time is it? What's going on? Where am I? That panic of, oh, I've been awake all night long, and then of course you get to class and you're like nodding off and your head's bobbing. The teacher's like, are you okay? Is everything all right? And I'm like holding one eye open. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Well, I didn't have any such good excuses as you have, but I remember waking up in class one time in a puddle of drool underneath me, and everybody, including the teacher, was looking at me and laughing. I don't know what was said.
No, there's no telling.
But I just gathered up my books and walked out.
I had one professor, super cool guy. He was super down to earth. One time we had a kid fall asleep in class, and it was, maybe 20, 15 minutes before class was over, and he told everybody, he said, okay, here's what we're going to do. He said, everybody put your stuff away really quietly, and I'm going to turn the lights off, and I'm going to let him take a really, really good nap. He's like, y'all go. So we all loaded our stuff up, and we left. Next time we got to class, that dude was sitting there, arms folded, looking around at everybody. He said, well, did you enjoy your nap the other night? He just looked at him, and he said, yeah. Didn't say anything else the whole rest of the class.
Did not have a sense of humor about it?
No, he didn't think it was
That's a pretty
funny.
good joke. I like that
it
professor.
Was.
Yeah.
Most of them, they're so straight-laced and, this, that, and the other.
Right.
But he was just, he was so down to earth. He was so funny. He loved playing a good joke on any and everybody.
Oh, man. Well, college, great memories, great experience, great knowledge you take from there.
But I will say this, and you can hold it against me if you don't agree. I have seen several cases during my years at Bethel to understand that college is not meant for everybody.
No, you're right.
It's really not. I saw some folks, they gave it their best and they just weren't cut out for it. It just was not for them. So,
yeah.
Well,
my own brother. He used to, he'd get up, he was going to a little community college, and he was living with my folks, and he would get up every morning, take a shower, brush his hair, brush his teeth, and he would act like he was going to school, and he would go to a park, and he would sit in his car and sleep until it was time for him to come home.
You're kidding.
He did that for a whole semester, yes. What? And Now he makes more money than any of us.
Well, hey, like I said.
Everybody's got a different path.
Yeah.
And it's so hard on kids, I've always thought, to be 17 or 18 years old. And now suddenly you have to decide what you're going to do with the rest of your life.
Yeah. That's
and
exactly
commit all
right.
these resources to pursuing that goal
Yep.
when you have no idea what you want to do with it.
And I have a really good friend who just graduated with their master's, and they're going back because they've decided that that's not what they want to do with their life, and now they're, scoring up more student debt because it's not what they wanted. They thought that that's what they wanted, but when they finally sat down and thought about it, it was already too late, and they were already too far gone with it. So.
And then, like you graduate in December. And 2 months later, the whole world turns upside down.
You're exactly right. I had plans to take my praxis and start looking at alternative licensures so that I could maybe start at the bottom of the totem pole, maybe start subbing. From there, find a school that I'm comfortable with, find a grade that I want to teach, that kind of thing. And then, life just basically crumbled before everybody's eyes.
Let's talk about Toby shows. Or actually, we can go back further than that because I know you since you were, how old were you, about 12? 13?
Yeah, give or take. I was young. I was still in middle school.
Yeah, we did.
Hot Shot Pete.
No, before that we did Betty
Lou and the Big Ragu.
Yeah, Betty Lou and the Big Ragu.
Yeah. I remember that. I was Glorious Lavoon.
Yes.
I had my fabulous gun and
yes,
the big purse.
Yep, big purse,
big hair.
Oh yes, you had the big '80s hair.
Oh yeah, I'll never forget that. That was the first singing debut that I had in your show too, because we remixed the Black Horse song. Yeah, for the Big Ragu. Woohoo!
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember you because you made such an impression. I had just gotten here. I guess I just moved here myself, and you came in and we were having auditions, and you were just so sure of yourself and so adult to be a 12-year-old, and you took direction well. Not that I had to give you any. That's my one recollection of having you in all of our shows. Is I hardly ever had to say anything to you.
Yeah.
Because you just automatically did what I had in my head for it to be anyway. Just fantastic. Just a natural, great talent. Wow. Always loved you.
Well, I appreciate that.
But you did that, and then we did a Driving Miss Crazy.
Yep.
That was your first Toby show, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
I was Suzette in that show.
I think so.
Sounds right.
I believe I was Suzette, and I think Hunter was Sturgill.
Come on in, y'all. Have a look.
Boy, howdy. You said it was nice, but gosh, Toby.
I know, right?
Hey, what about?
Oh, don't worry about them. They'll be fine for a little while. Y'all ain't even seen the whole place yet. Look back there.
Wow, Toby, you got a bedroom.
All to myself.
Wow.
Oh, Sturgill, that there is called a commode.
The what?
Well, I'm not real clear on all the details, but I think it's got something to do with that ritzy school up there in Nashville, the Vanderbilt commode doors.
What are you doing? Get out of there. Hey, careful! Get out of there. You don't put your feet in there. You poop in there, stupid.
Yeah, stupid, don't you know nothing?
You're getting it everywhere. Well, I'm gonna go get a towel. You poop in my house?
Yeah, I know. It fooled me, too.
And she pulled that handle, it just about sucked me under.
That's right.
Remembering right?
Yep.
I gave the kids Toby Show names. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was a great show, and you were so wonderful in that. And of course, that featured Alicia. Oh, here's the car.
Oh yeah.
Featured Alicia Spain as Miss Crazy, and which everybody still calls her that today. So.
Yeah. I can understand why. Love her to death.
But yeah, Hot Shot Pete. Here's the train from that when we did that. What was your name in that?
Mabel. Pretty sure.
Wow, you've got a great memory.
She does, because I didn't remember that.
Yeah, I was Mabel, and Jenny was my counterpart, and I remember Oh, goodness. I don't think I remember her name, actually. I just remember my name was Mabel because I sat and thought it over time and time again, and I'm like, well, I'm playing such a young character that's got such an old name. Like, I don't know. There was just one of those nuances that I remembered from the show.
Yeah.
But no, it was fun. I remember that was back when we did shows over in the room at the municipal building.
Yes, the council room.
Yep.
Yeah, what a bunch of work that was, trying to transform that room into a theater.
Oh, yeah.
Hanging curtains from the ceiling, hanging light bars up there in the rafters and getting a few lights on it.
Oh, I'm sure it was hard work, but it always came together in the end. The shows were always fantastic.
That's the magic of theater. It always comes together.
People would walk away, and I would see them later on, and they'd be like, oh, that was such a good show. Y'all did so great. I'm like, well, thank you. Make sure you come back in the fall and check out the real deal. So.
The audiences in Parsons, you just can't beat them. They're so
no, of course
forgiving.
Not.
That makes such a big difference.
I'm telling you, having an interactive audience as opposed to one that just kind of sits and just absorbs and doesn't give, that'll make or break a show. It doesn't matter what kind of characters you got. It doesn't matter what kind of lines you have. If your audience isn't up to par, your show's not going to make it.
If they're not playing their part.
That's
exactly.
Right.
That's exactly
right. We throw
right.
energy out of them, and if they throw it back, we'll give them even more, you know? But if they're like black holes and they suck up all that energy, then the audience is a very important part of the theatrical process. So your first Toby show was Driving Miss Crazy.
Yes.
That's right. Okay. And had you been to Toby shows before that?
Yes, my very first Toby show was Broke with the Wind.
You saw Broke with the Wind.
I did, and it tickled me to death. I didn't know any of you guys personally at that point, but as soon as we sat there and watched afterwards, we got to talking, and I thought, well, maybe if this comes up again, maybe I can give it a shot. Maybe I can be with them up there one day, and long story short, here I am.
Yeah, oh yeah. If we think you might be interested, we'll sure grab you and lasso you and bring you in.
Definitely.
Oh,
we
yeah.
need help.
And honestly, during those years, those were really some of the really golden years for me, because we had you, and we had Jenny, and we had Hunter and Rhett during that time. We had so many great, talented kids that
they were super moldable.
Yes, and you and Jenny stayed with us for 3 or 4 years each of you. Your times overlapped, and as far as writing things, it made it so much easier for me. But Meal Ticket comes to mind.
Yes.
Because Meal Ticket, we chose that, and I don't remember much about the selection process, but I remember it was a love triangle between you,
Jenny,
and Mark.
Oh yeah, it was you. That's right.
The old geezer.
Yeah.
Yes, and Mark, how old were you then? Older. And y'all were about 16 or 17.
Give or take.
It was a love triangle.
You know good and well that Jack tries his best. When we were first married, Jack had a little money, enough to have given us a good start. But instead, he used that money to pay the bills and clear up your debts. And you've kept his nose to the grindstone ever since, slaving to support 2 able-bodied men and their families.
Oh, Bob, watch it. Come back, Bob, come back, Bob.
You stay here, young lady. I have you understand. I'm the head of this household.
Yeah.
And don't you forget.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that now either. I mean, probably not. But and it wasn't anything scandalous. It was all above board. But
Maybe borderline,
but it was so much fun to have both of y'all together at the same time. And then that was your junior year, her senior year. The next year was Frank and Toby.
Yep.
The next year was Frank and Toby.
Yep, I remember
What was your
that.
character's name there?
Tom.
Wait a minute, Toby. Where are you and our handsome visitor going?
Handsome? You mean Frank?
Of course.
Okay, well, we're working on an entertaining piece of music history that we hope to share with y'all later.
Okay, well, hurry back, Frank.
I got his Tom. You feeling okay?
Never better.
You sure you ain't contracted any of those communicable diseases like that thing in Africa, that areola?
Time, yeah, Rosemary and Time,
Yep.
yes.
It was so funny, man. I remember it just like it was yesterday, sitting backstage, waiting with Clayton to get that forehead sealed on and making his teeth look all rotten. It was great.
And you all goth during that?
Oh,
you
yeah.
dyed your hair black and
Chopped it all off.
Yes, you sold out for that role.
I did. It was nice. It was fun.
I don't think I don't think Brenda was too happy with us about that either, was she?
No.
That was the first, and we said it all through the process. It was like, this one feels special.
Oh yeah.
It just feels special. It's like everything meshed.
It was.
So perfectly.
And it's the first show of the entire run where I felt like on opening night, we were all ready.
Yeah.
In fact, that show, most of the time, we get a little bit better every weekend. That show, we got worse every weekend because we started from a point of perfection, man.
Yeah.
Nobody dropped lines. Everybody picked up cues.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Was Frank and Toby not the show that we messed with Dottie backstage with Cradle Groper?
Yes.
Remember?
Yes.
He would come through the door, and we held up the sign that would have to say Cradle Groper for her to remember. And we wrote Willy Wonka on it one night, and it threw her through a loop. I will never forget that, because she threw that door open, and she said, well, come on in, Cradle Groper. It took her a minute to register. It was so funny.
Oh, my goodness. And then you went on to Bethel.
Yep.
And they have a fantastic program. Tell me about your experience with their theater program.
So this is one of my favorite memories and one of the biggest stories I love to tell. So my very first show that I ever watched from Bethel was Les Mis.
Oh, wow.
And there's a backstory in that to itself. They were supposed to have put on Addams Family, but they couldn't get the show together in time. From my understanding, they had a lot of bumps and a lot of kinks to work out. So, well within the process of the show, they changed to Les Mis. Everybody learned new parts, learned new lines, the whole 9 yards, and they knocked it out of the park, man. I was sitting in my seat. I know exactly which seat it is because every time I go to the Dixie, I'm like, oh, this is my seat. This is what started it all. But I remember watching everybody on stage and seeing the show and just listening and watching everyone and just thinking, I want to do this someday. This is what I want to do. And at that point, I was already, going to UNA. I already had everything sealed away, and I thought, well, maybe I can get an audition. So I went, auditioned. They told me, we don't really have a lot of time to beat around the bush. We want you. Here's the numbers we're looking at. Would you be a part of the team? And I said, yeah. So I moved in my freshman year and was introduced into the program, and I'm telling you, some of the best friendships, some of the best memories, and just so much fun, man. Yeah. I met so many beautiful souls, so many wickedly talented people that just blew your mind. Yeah. I'm telling you, it was great, and it was definitely, if I had the chance to do it over, I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Oh, yeah. No doubt.
It is. It's all worth it. And it's times like these where you really have to slow down and appreciate, it really gives you some perspective on what you're missing and why you do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I really, really hope that by this time next year we'll be in a place where we can do Toby shows and get some people back together and start this over again.
Oh, definitely.
This would have been our 14th year doing this.
Doesn't even seem like that.
No.
But what is time? I mean, where does it all go?
Time is the only law of physics that changes as you perceive it.
Yep.
The more you perceive it, the more it changes. Everything else is it's a static law. The rules always apply.
I was thinking about that same exact thing on my drive here when I was trying to beat the clock to get here on time.
I haven't seen you in forever. I haven't worked with you in forever. And then you come here and it's like no time has passed at all.
Yep.
I'm so happy to see you.
I'm so happy to see y'all.
I'm so thrilled to have you here and to see that you're doing well and you finished school. And it was an honor and a privilege for me, and I know I speak for Mark as well, to have been in your presence and worked with you and to be your friend. Thank you so much, Hannah Mills.
Of course.
Yeah. And so, don't you go nowhere because we're going to come right back. And Hannah, you're going to sing a song for us, are you not?
I am.
Yes. All right. Taking a break, Mark. Don't you go nowhere.
S&M flooring, it's not what you think. Everybody is so proud to have here with us Hannah Mills, about to sing some Lady Gaga for us. Hannah, take it away.
All right. That Arizona sky burning in your eyes. You look at me, babe, I wanna catch on fire. It's buried in my soul, like California gold. You found the light in me that I couldn't find. So when I'm all choked up and I can't find the words, every time we say goodbye, baby, it hurts. When the sun goes down and the band won't play, I'll always remember us this way. Lovers in the night, poets trying to write. We don't know how to rhyme, but damn, we try. And all I really know, you're where I wanna go. The part of me that's you will never die. So when I'm all choked up and I can't find the words, every time we say goodbye, baby, it hurts. And when the sun goes down and the band won't play, I'll always remember us this way. Oh yeah, I don't wanna be just a memory, baby, yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. 'Cause when I'm all choked up and I can't find the words, every time we say goodbye, baby, it hurts. And when the sun goes down and the band won't play, I'll always remember us this way. Oh yeah, when you look at me and the whole world fades, I'll always remember us this way.
Fantastic. So good. Thank you, Hannah. So good. Don't you go nowhere. We'll be right back.
If you got a lot of pests, better call the best. Bob.
Welcome back, y'all. Oh, boy. Well, didn't Hannah do a good job singing that song?
Awesome.
Oh, my
She gets
goodness.
better all the time.
I know. I know. That was very moving. Oh, I'm so glad she came here and did that for us. Well, now I guess it's time to bring out our next guest. Oh, no. Will you look at that?
Uh-oh.
Oh, my goodness. We are out of time. My apologies to Mayor Bowes. We're going to have to reschedule. We'll get you back on here tomorrow night, Mayor Bowes. Don't you worry about it. Sorry, Mayor Bowes. Sorry about that. But we're just out of time tonight, but because we had a big show. We had Bryce, well, him and those balloons.
You never know what that boy's going to do.
I know it. He found a home when he walked into here, boy. It's just the kind of crazy we're looking for. And then Makayla is doing great. It was so good to catch up with her, and she's doing a lot of theater at Bethel, and she's really grown as an artist. And then Hannah, man, it was really good to see Hannah. Hannah was here during our formative years, and boy, we missed her, and so good to catch up. Well, great show. Well, tomorrow night we got another good show coming up. Who we got tomorrow night?
We've got Houston Smith.
Houston Smith, the principal's son.
That's right, and Anna Kane Townsend.
Anna Kane Townsend, yes.
And this tall, skinny feller, Hunter Jordan.
Your nephew.
That's right.
Your nephew, yes.
Another one of those old timers.
Oh my goodness! You know, Houston. He's a freshman now. I think he's doing virtual school at somewhere.
Columbia State.
And then Anna Kane, boy, she's been on our last two Toby shows. She is a character. Can't wait to see her. And then of course your nephew Hunter. He first time I saw him, I didn't see him for a while, and then in high school I saw him. He did a play. Yep. And he looked like one of those things where you open up the trench coat and there's three midgets. That's why he was wearing a trench coat. And I thought, there's got to be a couple more Hunters in there somewhere. Hold them up. So, yeah, it'll be good to catch up with them. Don't y'all miss that show. That's going to be a big show tomorrow night. Y'all come on back and watch it. Well, maybe not be tomorrow night. It takes a while to edit these things. But it'll be in the next couple of nights. Fingers crossed. And why don't you go somewhere and then come on back later?
That's right.
All right.
We'll be here.
We'll be here. Good night, y'all. Thanks for stopping by.
Here's a little song I wrote. You might like to sing it note for note. Don't worry, be happy. In every life you have some trouble. When you worry you make it double. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy now. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Can go to work, can go to school. Home with the kids, well ain't that cool. Don't worry, be happy. Wearing masks, it ain't too fun, but it makes things safe for everyone. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy now. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy now. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy now.